What do you think a side piece is?
Somebody you fucking on the side of your relationship.
What if you're not married?
Then she's not a side piece.
Really?
No, she's not a side piece if you're not married.
What is she? Or he?
She's just another. They're just another bitch or another nigga you fucking.
Really?
I keep telling you can't cheat on a girlfriend.
Okay. Do you think a side piece is beneficial to a marriage?
What you mean beneficial?
Like, if you're in a marriage, do you think that having somebody on the side can make it better or worse?
It all depends.
On?
Rules and regulations.
Thank you for your commentary. Hello.
Hello?
What is a side piece to you?
A side piece to me is a whore.
Okay.
You want me to go in detail? You want me to give
I want to know what you think a side piece is.
Okay, so a side piece. So if you're married, you're in a relationship of any sort. If you are texting somebody on the side, having sex with somebody on the side, even going on dates with somebody on the side, that's a side piece. And if somebody in 2020 is normally a side piece, no, they're a side piece. Which why to me is a whore.
Okay. Do you think that a side piece can be beneficial to another relationship?
No, because then that would be a open relationship.
Boom. Do you have any question?
If you're looking for an open relationship, have an open relationship. But if it's a close relationship and you have a side piece, then it's no help because it's what? You going home happier because you had sex with somebody else? Like
asking for the people. Okay, thank you for your comment. So we're recording for our show, and today's topic is about a side piece. So we want to get your opinion about a side piece.
Well, as far as the side piece go, I just feel like side pieces just need to stay in their place and be quiet.
Do you think that a side piece can be beneficial for the person's relationship?
No.
No.
I feel like it's just gonna cause more problems once it's figured out.
What is a side piece to you?
A side piece is basically like a friend.
Really?
Yeah, it's a friend that that you use to fill in the blanks that your partner can't.
Got you. So it's a friend that you have sex with, and they can fill in the side that your partner doesn't.
Right.
Got you.
You calling to enter me?
Interview.
I was about to say you're entering into a contest.
We want to know, firstly, how do you define a side piece?
How do I define a side piece?
Yes, what is a side piece to you?
Is non-existent. I don't know what that is.
So
what y'all talking about?
Okay, so
you know I'm just kidding when I say that, right?
Yes, but
what y'all talking about? Like, give me something.
Right. So are you in fact saying that a side piece being non-existent means that what? Like that it's not real? The person is just like you can throw them away?
Yeah, you can throw them away.
So do you think then
side pieces are fillers? I mean, just when you eat a meal, you can just have steak and be full, or you can just have a whole meal, and it's just fillers. It's taking a position. It's filling in a space. So you may look at a side piece as a person that is giving you something that you don't have, but it also could just be giving you something because you need to feel satiated. Like you have it, but you just want something else too. So side pieces are like an essence of your greed because you're being greedy. But you don't really need it. You can live without that. I also think side pieces are for show. I think people do them because they're conditioned. Because, again, you don't need it. You just want it. And you're being greedy.
Go into that a little bit. What do you mean by for show?
Because that's why I say it's conditioning. Like, guys especially. You know, I used to work in a barbershop. So I hear guys talk a lot about it. And I'm always like, well, why have a side piece? I mean, no, why be in a relationship when you feel like you need a side piece? But it's always about to prove something to somebody. You either proving it to your boys, proving it to the streets, or trying to look like a different person to make yourself be viewed as that nigga, basically, you know. You don't really need it. You just conditioned to think that the person should be there. Or, you know, you have this wife at home, but it's one thing to look at a person. I could go out, I could be in a relationship all day and look at other things like, oh, that's nice looking. Oh, that's nice looking. You know, it's okay to look and say something is nice looking, but you don't have to have it. If you need to have an Ashley on top of your Julie, throw a wig on it, as far as a male perspective, you know. If you need to have a Mike instead of a Ronnie, do something different. You can always role play, or you can just go out and get a side piece and get into that conditioning thing. But on the flip side, when people have side pieces, to me, they're not being 100. And people run around all day, every day saying, I'm 100, I'm 100, I keep it real, I keep it real. But you can't be 100 when 80% of you over there and 20% of you over there.
Do you think that a side piece is a relationship? Can you have a relationship with a side piece?
Well, a side piece should not be a relationship. And I think that's where people get things twisted, because side pieces typically think they're in relationships. The person that has a side piece do not think they're in a relationship. So typically it's a side piece trying to make it seem like it's a relationship. Because again, if you look at it from a food perspective, nobody's going in the kitchen just to eat some mashed potatoes. That's a side piece. It's a side dish. You're not going in the kitchen just to fix that. Nobody going in the kitchen just to fix corn. It's a side dish. You know what I'm saying? It's not a meal. So your side piece is not your meal. It's not where you get your sustenance from. It's not where you're getting your proteins from, your nutrients from. That's not what a side piece is for. To me, a side piece is a receptacle. So you're unloading stuff on your side piece. Like your relationship you're building on. It's, you know, you're growing with it. This is how it's supposed to be in a relationship, you know. You got my back, I have yours. Whereas a side piece, you're really just taking out the trash, and that's the receptacle for it. You know, like back in the day, people had side pieces, nobody even knew about it. You know, now side pieces always want to be known, they always want to be seen, so it's just like this big deal. Like, side pieces have been around since the beginning of time. It's always been there. It's just that this perception people have, you know, that side pieces are quote-unquote winning, but what are you really winning?